future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
Welcome everybody to the 2017 California Team Trail Championship here on beautiful Lake Berryessa in Napa County. We're here at Pleasure Cove Marina, one of our host marinas here, and we're going to do a little sit down with Gary and find out how some of the fishing and stuff's going here. First off, we want to thank all of our sponsors that have helped us throughout this whole season and with this championship, being able to give away the money that we're going to be giving away today. First off, of course, Ranger Boats. Ranger Boats is going to be given away to the first place team for a 3-day total wait. They're going to win a $25,000 Ranger RT 188 with a 115 horse, an Evinrude 115 horse Evinrude motor on it, fully upgradable. We also have several other sponsors that are key here, and Lucas Oil is one of those. We'll be giving away 3 $250 checks for Lucas Oil product sponsors. Dobbins Rods. Dobbins Rods has sponsored this trail since the insight of Wild West Bass Trail. If the teams have five Dobbins rods or six? 6 Dobbins rods, I believe, in their boat, they get $500. If they're in the highest place finishing team gets that. Evinrude Motors. Evinrude has been a key sponsor. If the winner is running an Evinrude eligible motor, which is a 2008, I believe, or newer, they get $1,000 added on top of their purse. And if not, then it'll be $500 to the highest place team, $300, and then $200 as well. So they'll still give out $1,000 at every one of these events for the California Team Trail. Next, we have P-Line. P-Line, if you have it in your boat and you're using it on your reels, then you're going to get a $250 P-Line check, as well as Yamamoto baits, which I think just about everybody on the planet throws a Yamamoto bait, especially here this week, from what it sounds like. And Lowrance, you have Lowrance Electronics on there as well. They're another one of our key sponsors, been with us since we started. Power Pole, which is run through Power Pole. If you're in their Captain's Cash Award, then that's another $500 possibility to the winner here. As well as Costa sunglasses, and I use them. I definitely like Costa sunglasses, so that's another $250. And then new for this season is Gator Guard as well, and they have their own contingency program. So with that, we're going to get to Gary, and we're going to talk about a little bit how the fishing's going. Right now, 25 pounds was leading starting yesterday, at the end of yesterday, I apologize. And we'll see how they do today. How are they doing out there today, Gary?
Well, actually, some of the guys are doing really, really well, and some of the guys are struggling. I stopped on several of our top 10 anglers early this morning. Wayne Brazil, he had a limit in 20 minutes, and a solid limit. He's doing well. I won't get to naming some of these guys, but some of our leaders were really struggling. Our leader with 25 pounds, he caught one between 5 and 6 on his second cast this morning, but then he struggled. And when we left him after a couple hours, that's the only fish he had. Again, it's early. The afternoon bite's been the strongest. Everyone we talked to said the fish will start biting at 1 o'clock. Fish will start biting at 1 o'clock. So yesterday the dinner bell rang at 1 o'clock.
And then they started bringing them in because we had we had one 25-pound weight. I think we had 2 21-pound weights, 1 19, 3 18s, and then if you have basically 14 to 17 pounds, you still have a shot to make the top 10.
You do. Yesterday top 10 was the cut was 1777. So I mean I was guessing it was going to fall a little less than that. I would say 33 pounds to make the cut. But boy, after I talked to a lot of the anglers out there today, there's so many guys that caught them yesterday that are struggling, and so many guys that was in that 25 to 30th place that really did well today. So there's gonna be a shuffle for sure. But I still think, 32, 33 pounds will make the top 10. But it's gonna be real interesting. The thing that was really interesting today is all the guys doing well were fishing deep. That's the thing. And the guys are catching them mostly 30 to 40 feet. Some of them catching them out to 45 and 50. A whole bunch of different baits. Cincos are really popular. There's a lot of Cinco fish getting caught. There's a fair amount of hula grub fish getting caught as well. Believe it or not, quite a few spoonfish. The spoon's the one that shocked me because it's a really, really strong bait in this event. Very, very few topwater fish.
Really, I did see several spoons tied on, and I noticed the jig bite must be picking on because I did see a lot of those out there today. So.
Yeah, we've got one team that's doing really, really well with the Yamamoto hula grub, and she's kicking his butt.
Well, we know who that is. So. No, that's excellent. It's good to hear that. I'll tell you what, this lake has produced some amazing bags, and we got some really good sticks in that top 10 that are very familiar with this lake. But there's also a few that are right back, not very far back, within that 3, 4, 5 pound mark of making that top 10. If one of our top 10 falls out today, they'll be ready to pounce on it.
Yeah, there's one team that's probably going to make it really tough on everybody, and I won't give it away, but there's one team out there that did extremely well yesterday, and they're backing it up a lot better than they did yesterday. So they're going to make it rough on the field. But again, the fish are biting. The other thing that's really amazing about this lake is it's such a strong smallmouth, spotted bass, largemouth fishery, and you just don't see that. You don't see very many lakes. The only other one that I can really think of that's strong like that is Folsom and Berryessa. You just don't see lakes that are really strong with all three species. And in this lake, I mean, there was a tournament here last year. The guy had like an 11-pound largemouth, an 8-pound spot, and a 7-pound smallmouth all in one bag. So, I mean, this lake has got big ones of all three species.
One of the teams in the top 10, I do remember last season, they came in with 46 pounds or 47 pounds for 5 fish, which is an absolutely amazing bag. Even though this lake fishes like that, they do say it still fishes small once you get these tournaments on here.
You know, the guys are spread out pretty good. I mean, there's a couple of guys on top of each other, but, I mean, everybody was being really cool. I mean, they were talking back and forth, hey, good one, yeah, that's awesome, and it was really cool. But I never seen more than 2 boats stacked on top of one another. I mean, the guys are really scattered out all over the entire lake, which is really good. I mean, when you're fishing in crowds, it makes it a lot more stressful, but everybody's having fun. Everybody's rooting for everybody else. Of course, they're still like, hope that one comes off. That looks like a big one. So.
That always makes it interesting when you have your peers fishing close enough to you where they can see you catch a good one. That means you're in a good area. So.
Yeah, you're marking a lot of fish on the meter, but they're just being really difficult to catch. And the guys that are doing well are they're homesteading. I mean, they know they're there and they're staying there and they're just catching one an hour.
Just grinding it out.
A grind, a grind and grind and grind. But, some of those areas out there's got so many fish where it just looks like spaghetti on the Lowrance Electronics. It's amazing that you just don't catch one every drop.
A lot of guys were saying that. They were saying, I can see them, but I cannot get them to bite. And they were talking about that a couple weeks ago prior to the tournament, right before our cutoff, talking about how they thought the lake must be turning over because the bite got so hard.
The other thing, there's a lot of lost fish out there. The fish aren't eating really good. So, I mean, a lot of the guys are talking about lost fish. And that's just part of it. When it's not a really strong bite, and these guys are having to force feed these fish, and they're catching them, but they're losing some really key fish, and it's hurting some guys because you've got to put that out of your mind. And I'm going to sit here and say you got to put it out of your mind, and I'm one of the worst ones about it because I don't put it out of my mind, but. It's there's some really good fish coming off that the angler really wishing they had in the bags.
I know that when you're grinding the way you are that way, and you go an hour without a bite, you have to be on point when that bite does come, and it's very easy to get lax and not think about it and make a mistake like that, a mental mistake. So you see the tough ones after a 3-day event like that.
Yeah, I watched one boat blow 2 good bites right in a row today, and he wasn't very happy.
That can make for a long day, especially when it's warm. The weather's absolutely beautiful out here. I think we've been right at 90 degrees for both days, and it's supposed to be the same way tomorrow with a little more wind. So
actually, the wind's going to help. All the anglers they're all wanting wind. Every one of them, because honestly, it was glass out there today. I mean, just slick glass, and all the anglers were saying, I don't want a lot of wind, but give me 5, give me 10, because it's really going to help our bite. And low light this morning, the guys really caught them easy. And as soon as that sun got up, we got that light penetration and that slick water, and the bite really tightened up a lot.
So that'll bring some of those fish down 30 foot up a little bit shallower. You get a little more wind.
Yeah, and even the deeper fish they just seem to be biting better when the wind's blowing, and it's amazing how many fish are sitting in that 30 to 45 feet right now that are just not eating, and yet they're all sitting around schools of bait too, and it's just. At some point they're going to feed. You just got to be there and have your bait down there when that time comes.
That's one good thing about Berryessa is there are certain areas on the lake where you can run and you can go almost target smallmouth. And then there's areas where you can go pretty much target largemouth, and that's what you're going to find. And then, of course, you can come back into the narrows and look for spots. But you will find them intermixed throughout this lake. And it's an amazing fishery and a lot of places to fish, so it does make it nice.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. One guy today caught a largemouth, then he caught a spot, then he caught a smallmouth. Boom, boom, boom. And they were all live well fish. I mean, they all went to the well. And you know, like I said, Berryessa, it's a special place. I personally believe everybody wants to talk Clear Lake, everybody wants to talk the Delta, but I'm telling you, there's more big fish in Lake Berryessa than Clear Lake or the Delta. I mean, I stand firm with that. There's a lot of the swim bait fishermen, they don't want to talk about it, but there is a lot of giant fish in this lake.
A lot of guys get caught up trying to catch numbers and stuff too, and so they don't realize the quality of fish that are in this lake. If you go out and target those up there on those flats up in the north, you can definitely do the same kind of damage you do on Clear Lake.
Yeah, the big fish haven't been biting. We haven't seen any at the scales. We had a 7 yesterday and we had a couple 5s. We're going to see a few more in that same class today, but I honestly don't know of a giant that got caught today. Not saying that there's not 4 or 5 of them out there, but I don't know of one.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised that we didn't have a few more bigger fish yesterday, but when everybody was talking about how tough it was in practice, I understood, but I still figured guys would try to target those bigger fish since the bites were coming slow anyways. But we're paying 5 big fish in this event, and right now it's looking like it's going to take at least a 5-pounder to get in that range.
Yeah, it's going to take a 5-pound fish without a doubt. I mean, it's without a doubt. I mean, there's a couple 5s sitting out there right now. We had several yesterday, so you know, make the weighing a little easier. Stop these guys from weighing them 4-pound, you know, them 4-pounders that they think are 5s. But still, I still think somebody either today or tomorrow, somebody is going to get a wipe at a big one. It hasn't happened so far that I know of. But there's just too many big fish in this lake. But I mean, the big fish in this lake, a lot of them are trout feeders, and a lot of them are offshore. They are difficult to catch. You know, in the springtime they come in, you know, they start staging up the spawn, and they stack up in areas, and that's how you catch, you know, a 47-pound 5-fish limit. That's how you do it when they're stacked in. Right now, I would really be shocked if something like that happened, but I do expect to see a better limit caught today than was caught yesterday.
Really? Oh, that's good. That'll make it for a very interesting weigh-in. Once again, the top 10 after today will move on through tomorrow. We have our Angler of the Years that will be also crowned, and we're not sure if that'll be crowned today or tomorrow because the points are good throughout the whole weekend. So it's not just how you did in the 4 qualifying events, but it's also how well you do in the championship.
It is. The championship counts for points. This event will determine the Angler of the Year for the series, and as well as someone that's going to win a Ranger Evinrude package worth $25,500. So it's a big deal. We're giving out, I haven't tallied it up, I'm going to say more than 50, probably close to $60,000 worth of boats and engines and cash in this event. So it's a good deal. Everybody likes to make the year-end championships. It's a special event for the year. And, you know, we've had gorgeous weather, maybe a little too warm, but it's a little brisk in the morning, too, because I run off and left all my clothes at home, and I went and got some last night. It's a little brisk in the morning, but it warms up quick, and then it's really warm, running, you know, in the 90 degrees. Water temperature in the morning is 69 to 70 degrees, but it's cooled off quite a bit from what it was 2 weeks ago. And honestly, the tournament, the fishing is a lot better now than it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago in practice, it was beyond brutal, and now fishing is much, much better, and it's only going to continue to get better for the next several months.
It's definitely better than what I was expecting. One of the phone calls I was getting when I was talking to some of the guys about getting slips and putting their boats in the water was during practice they were catching 2 fish, 3 fish. And then you talk to a couple guys and they were catching 20 pounds. So you know they're going to find them on this body of water. There's just too many good fish on this lake, so it's bound to happen.
You know, the guys that are struggling, the guys that are trying to fish the swim baits in the top water and you know, and trying to fish basically what I call fishing to win. And those guys are really struggling. They're just not getting enough bites. And they're, even when they do get a bite, they're losing a really high percentage of those fish. So they're just not really eating. It's the guys that are homesteading is what I call it, or, you know, fishing down 30 to 45 feet of water. I mean, those are the guys that are going to be here in the top 10. And again, Yamamoto's a strong presence in this event. You know, hula grubs and Cincos they're accounting for probably more fish than anything else. I'd say the next best bait is a spoon. And some of the guys are throwing small spoons, and some of the guys are throwing 3-ounce spoons, and they're actually eating all of them. So, you know, whatever you like to throw, spoon-wise, I mean, you're going to catch some fish. But it's not wide open. But when they turn on, you can put them in a boat really, really fast.
So like now when they're seeing these big schools of fish down there, not able to get them to bite, hopefully here in the next few weeks, more than likely, that spoon bite is really going to turn on where you can use your Lowrance electronics, get right over the top of them, and just have a heyday.
Yeah, the spoonfish, the cool thing about those are when the guys are catching them, you know, when they bring that fish up, it looks like the bottom of the lake's coming with it. There's just giant schools of fish down there. When you finally get that first one to bite and get him, a lot of times you can drop right back down. You can catch 2 and 3. There was one boat that had 4 doubles yesterday, and they struggled all day to catch anything. And in the afternoon, they actually had 4 doubles on spoons, which is that's pretty good, and good fish too. And they are in one of our top 5 teams as well.
Well, that makes it definitely makes it interesting when you end up having doubles like that. Who's going to grab the net? Who's going to swing their fish? Whose is better?
Well, Wayne Brazil was talking about all the boat traffic was giving him nightmares netting his this morning because he was catching them so fast on the blast off that he was about to fall out of the boat netting fish back and forth. So Wayne started really good. We sat on him for a couple hours today, and he was struggling. But he already had 16 pounds on the boat. At that point, he's looking for 1 or 2 bites to make a major move.
That is excellent. Well, folks, we're getting ready to start the weigh-in here pretty soon. So my name is Jason Bouvier. I'm going to be your tournament director today. I got to fill in because our regular MC on Facebook Live made our top 10, and so he's not able to be up here. He's actually fishing. So Craig Gottwalls will be back with you very soon, I hope. That way we can get busy here with this weigh-in.
Alrighty, let's get it on.
All right.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin.
Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evan Rudy Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evan Rudy E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evan Rudy Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evanrood.com.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin.
Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evan Rudy Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evan Rudy E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evan Rudy Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evanrood.com.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin.
Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evan Rudy Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evan Rudy E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evan Rudy Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evanrood.com.
many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 Wild West Bass Trail California Team Championship here on Lake Berryessa. We're getting ready to start right now with our weigh-in for day 2. Yesterday we had 25.77 leading it, and we're going to get started now. And these guys are going to try and make the top 10, see if they can fish on the final day. Boat number 12. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
Well, how was your day? Can you give us?
It was a great day. It was a great day. It just wasn't very productive.
Wasn't as productive as you were hoping it'd be?
Not as much.
Well, you're going to have 5 pounds today to add on for tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming out and fishing with the Wild West Bass Trail. All right, sir. Let's get you taken care of right down there. You ready, Manny? Next up, Mr. Manny Navarro. Go ahead and set it right inside the box, buddy. You fishing with your dad, Manny, as well? There you go. How you going to take that?
Yeah, I'm fishing with my dad today. It was pretty tough, you know. Pre-fishing was a lot better, but it was just a tough bite, you know, just to fish every hour or so, and then we just couldn't get really any keepers in the boat. And this is our first year fishing tournament fishing, and it's gone great with Wild West, and just glad to be out here.
Well, congratulations. You guys got 375 for today. You know what? You had a great season. I've been watching you all year, and you're one of the most enthusiastic people when it comes to fishing at your age. So good on you, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
There you go, bud. Thanks, Manny. Next up, boat 61. Come on through. You're going to weigh a big fish. All right. That is a beautiful bass right there, sir. Here you go. I'm going to give you that.
Thank you very much. I actually didn't catch it. My partner Ryan got that one.
And he made you walk up here with it?
Yep, he did.
Well, it's 662 is going to be your big fish. We're going to take it and put it back in your bag down here. That way we can get a total weight. There you go. Nice bag of fish, bud.
Thank you, sir.
Set it right up inside of there. What was your weight yesterday?
21.
You had 21 pounds yesterday. Well, today you're going to add 26.23 to that. I'm pretty sure that's going to get you up there in that top 10.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're excited. Supposed to blow really hard tomorrow, but you never know what'll happen. Maybe we'll get them better than that.
Right on. Well, congratulations. Great bag of fish, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
They're going to get some pictures of you down here off the side of the trailer, I'm sure. Thanks, buddy. Over there? Okay. Will do. Next up, Mr. Phil Strader, fishing with Richard Dobbins. Here, you're going to have to take that, sir.
Oh, I can
and
take
you got to look right there in that there camera. How was your day yesterday?
About the same as today.
About the same as today?
Yep,
Well,
yep,
you got 1863 today.
That's about what they should weigh.
They should weigh. Right on. Excellent.
Right on. We had a good time out there. You know, the lake's fishing tough, but, you know, Rich and I just enjoy being out. Wild West, great out here on the West Coast, man. It's a great tournament sport. Everybody come out and fish them next year again.
Excellent. Thank you, Phil. Good job today, bud. Good job, man. Get you down there. Next up, come on up, sir. Mr. Austin, fishing with Ken Ma. I'm going to give you that. You get to hold that.
It's been tough out there the last couple days for us. You know, you look around, you see how some of these guys are doing it. We couldn't figure it out, so it was fun. Wild West's been good to us all year, and I can't wait for next year to start.
Well, congratulations. You got 1149 to add to yesterday's weight. We'll get you a ticket right on around the back side of the trailer. Thanks, Jason. Good seeing you. Okay. Mr. Mike Minnie, fishing with Wayne Brazil. And you were in the top 10 yesterday. What was your weight yesterday?
Yesterday we had a little over 19.
A little over 19 pounds. Well, you're just shy of that today at 1773. That's still pretty darn good. Think that's going to keep you in the top 10?
I sure hope so. We were thinking 16 to be about the cut, so hopefully that gets us there.
Right on. Excellent. Well, good job today, man.
Thank
We
you.
can get
Thank
you guys
you.
attacking around the corner. Thanks, Mike. Mr. Ryan Tripp, fishing with his dad. I noticed Dad made you come up here and get on the scale. Get off of that thing. You're going to get me in trouble, boy.
Oh man, it was a brutal day out there. We caught a little better yesterday, but you know, it was just tough week, tough fishing, great lake, but we just weren't on them. So.
Well, it was a tough way, but you know what? You guys stayed out there the entire time and grinded out and gave it a shot. So.
We did. All of our 3.5 pounders turned into 12 inchers.
Did they? Well, hey, Ryan, thanks for coming out and fishing with Wild West. It's good to see you as always, young man. Hello, sir. Let's set it right inside of there. There's your microphone. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to sit here and ask you how your day went today because you lifted that up there pretty quick.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. We had a better day yesterday, but we got pretty lucky yesterday. Caught a 6-pounder.
Yeah.
Knew it was going to be tough today. Went out there and didn't do well. Fish are deep, and the stuff that we had just didn't work out. And
couldn't duplicate it on day 2.
Fish shallow a lot in practice, looking for big fish, and we did find that big fish. So it'll get some money at big fish check, so that'll be good. But other than that, just a brutal tournament. So.
Well, you're going to add 758 to what you had yesterday. It's probably not going to make the top 10 cut, but you know what? That's a heck of a showing here. Thank you for your time, buddy. Here, we're going to take your fish because I don't get a chance to run those back down to the water. Thank you. How's it going, Mr. Scott? Let's set it right inside of there, sir. I'm going to give you that right there so you can have a chat. You look like you had a decent bag today.
Yeah, it was a grind. We had 2 fish at 12 o'clock and did some running around. Finally found a spot where we got some bites, culled out everything with all smallmouth, and had a blast.
So you got 1637 of all smallmouth.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty awesome. You want to hold a couple of them up to the camera real quick?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that. 1637 is going to be their total weight. I'm going to take and open that bag for him. That is a great bag of smallmouth. We were talking about that earlier in the pre-show about how great this fishery is for smallmouth, largemouth, or spotted bass. So I'm going to grab a couple of those up and hold them up for you right there. This is beautiful fish. Great job, guys. I'll get you a tag around the backside. There's your bag right there. Thanks, buddy. Good job. Well, sir, that was not what you were looking for. I can tell by the look on the face.
No, it wasn't. We had boat problems yesterday. Blew the compressor, and today all my weight points were on my boat. And
all the weight points were on the other boat. Yeah. You borrowed a different one for that.
So we went shallow and.
Well, you're going to add 414 to your weight from yesterday, but you guys had a pretty brutal couple days with losing that compressor on the motor yesterday.
Yeah, we had to sit on one spot all day, but you know it was fun. You know, I think Wild West. You guys do an awesome job, and hope everybody else comes and fishes. It's a lot of fun.
Right on. Thanks for coming out and fishing with us, bud. See you next season. Thanks, buddy. Mr. Chad Dibble coming up. That's a nice looking bag, buddy. It's okay. It's an okay bag.
We struggled. I'll take it today. Yesterday,
you struggled with 1762.
We we couldn't get anything shallow. We couldn't get any reaction. Yesterday we decided we were going to put our head down and grind it out. We're 30 to 40 fish, 30, 40 feet deep, and just grind it out. That's it all day. It's taken all day to get 9, 10 keepers, you know, and really call it out.
Well, what did you have yesterday?
We had 14. We had 2 shakers we just couldn't get.
That is going to be really close. That's going to put you about 31 pounds, 32 pounds right there, which is going to be really close to
I'll
that
take
cut
it.
line.
Hey, thanks for everything this year. It's been a great year, and looking forward to next year.
Chad, thanks for coming to fishing with us, bud. Great job. Thank you. She'll get you tagged down there, around the corner. There you are, sir. How are you today?
Doing good.
Well, it looks like you got 1610 today. That's a pretty good bag.
Yeah, could have had a little bit better. Had Jerry bugging us all day, so made it kind of hard.
You know, it doesn't make it. It's not all that bad when you have a camera boat following you around. That means you're doing something right.
Not when you're not the one catching them.
Not when you're not the one catching. So you were catching them before you got there.
I was the net boy.
You were the net boy. Well,
yeah,
that's all right.
So it works though.
Well, thanks for coming out and fishing with Wild West. We're gonna add that to your weight for yesterday. There you go, buddy. Thanks, man. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Come on up, sir. How are you today? So sit right inside of there. I'm going to hand you that. Oh, how was your day yesterday?
Horrible.
Yesterday was horrible?
Yeah. Today would have went better. I got 2 big bites I was looking for. They're real big on a chatterbait and lost them both. One snapped me right at the boat. They were over probably 6, 7 pounds, but that's how it goes out here.
Did you see them when they were right there?
Right at the boat, and just boom.
Really?
Yeah. And the other one shook off, but that's how it goes.
That is definitely fishing. You're going to have 1185 for today to add to tomorrow, so thank you for coming out and fishing Wild West Bass Trail. Thanks, buddy. Next up, Miss Shelly Carr fishes with her dad, Mike Friend. Go ahead, Shelly. Set it right inside there. Yesterday, you had a huge smallmouth in your guys' bag. It was a beautiful fish. That was almost 4-pound smallmouth yesterday. Here you go. I'm going to hand you that.
Thank you.
How was your day today?
We don't have the beautiful smallmouth, but I did get quite a pretty one.
Did you?
Yes.
So this was your second day on this lake. Yesterday was your first day. What do you think?
Never been here before. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is an awesome lake.
It's a challenge, but it's fun.
And you know what? Unfortunately, with a tough bite, it does make it difficult. But this is a beautiful lake, and you did a great job.
Thank you.
You had 876 for today to add to your total. You guys still came out and did a good job for the weekend. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to make your top 10.
That's
so.
all right. We had fun anyway. Thank
Shelly,
you.
thanks for coming out fishing with us. See you. Hello, sir.
How's it going?
Excellent. You're going to bring some help. Unfortunately, I can't let you get in the basket there with those fish. I'm sure Dad would like that.
We get in the basket?
Yeah, he'll jump in there. Well, you had 1079. What'd you have yesterday?
Worse than that.
Worse than that? Well, then you had a better day today.
Oh, yeah.
But it still makes it difficult when you're trying to make a top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
Thanks for coming out and fishing with Wild West Bass Trail. I'll shake your hand this way since you got a little man in your arms right there. I'm going to give you your fish back, and they'll get you taken care of down there. Thank you, sir. How are you today, sir? Tired. It's a long day. I'm going to give you that. You get to talk
Very
a little
long
bit.
day.
Very long day. Well, how'd you do yesterday?
We had a little over 12 pounds, and just couldn't put it together for the bigger fish. But I want to thank Pro Worms. We caught all of our fish on Pro Worms.
Got all your fish on pros. Well, you got 1057 for today to add to yesterday's weight. It's probably not going to make your top 10, but you know what? If you had a good time and you're fishing the worms you like fishing, that's excellent.
Yep.
Thanks, bud. Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
out fishing Wild West.
Thank you.
Here you go. Get your bag. We're going to weigh a big fish. I'll get it to you on there. Whoa, it's trying to jump out of there. All right, watch your hand for a sec. No, it's not going to stop, is it? 365 is going to be your big fish. You're going to hold that thing up for the camera. It'll give you a picture right there. I'll hold your bag. All right, we're going to add that in the bag. I'm going to hand you that microphone. How'd you catch your big fish on here today?
Big fish was caught on a down shot in about 35 foot of water.
35 foot. Were you marking a lot of fish on your ground?
Yeah, and we usually caught the ones we could find, but not a lot of fish. We had a pretty tough, real tough day yesterday. Today was a little better, obviously, but still not good enough. But, it was still fun fishing the circuit this year, and I hope I'll be looking forward to doing it again next year.
Well, we look forward to you coming back out. You had 694 today to add to yesterday's total. Thank you very much for coming out and fishing Wild West Bass Trail.
Thank you.
Mr. Pearson. There you are, sir. I'm going to give you that. What'd you have yesterday?
About pound less. We had 1580 something yesterday.
1580 something. Well, you got 1682 today. You think that's going to make it?
I think it's going to be just on the wrong side.
Just on the bottom side of that
yeah.
top 10.
Maybe we can squeak out a check. We'll see. So,
Right on.
but-
Well, you and your dad are always very competitive here. So.
Yeah. Well, before we go, I want to thank Dobbins Rods and Keeper Worms and Outdoor Sportsman, and then most important, Wild West Bass Trail. You guys do an awesome job. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for coming out and fishing. Have a good day. Sir. Excellent. You got a nice bag there. Here you go. I'm going to hand you that. How'd you do yesterday?
We didn't do too good yesterday. We struggled in pre-fish. We struggled today. We just junk fished and
Junk fished, and you came up with 1626.
Yep.
That's not bad junk fishing.
Changed the program a little bit. Yep, that's for sure.
We're going to add that to your weight from yesterday. Not going to make the top 10, but you know what?
You know what?
Hopefully you had a good weekend other than that.
Yep. Thank you, bud.
All right, bud. Thanks for coming out and fishing.
Thank you.
Next up is going to be Mr. Ron Bruggeman and John Pearl. These guys were in our top 10 yesterday, so they're getting their fish bumped right now. Dan looks like he's struggling. They must have a decent bag. Yeah, that's not a bad bag right there, bud. All right. We're going to weigh a big one, and that is a big small. Why don't you take and throw this in there with it? That is a beautiful fish. 414. I don't think that's going to be one of the top 5 big fish, but that's all right. Why don't you hold it up and let him get a picture of it right there at the camera? Oh, he's going to make you hold it up because you caught it. I'll grab your bag for you so you can put it in. That's a nice bag, guys. So what'd you have yesterday?
We had 2177 yesterday.
2177 yesterday. That's a really nice bag to add to it. I'm pretty sure that's going to get you guys in the top 10. 2138, adding that to yesterday's weights.
Well, 12:45, we had one fish. We had one fish at 12:45.
One fish at 12:45.
And it was like a 1.5. We pulled up on one spot where we caught him yesterday, and the next, we had a limit at 1 o'clock.
Well, that's excellent. Let me get you guys grab a couple of these fish out and hold them up for the camera and show them. I'll take that microphone from you. Excellent job. Looks like you guys are going to be fishing tomorrow more than likely.
We're going for it.
There's a 7 fish limit, so I don't think you can possibly hold them all up. John Pearl and Ron Brueggemann, excellent job, guys. Well, there you are. Solid bag. Good job, guys.
What's up, man?
Here you go. I'm going to hand you that. That's a tough one to follow.
Oh, yeah. It was a rough day today.
Well, what'd you guys have yesterday, Tom?
15, 20 something.
15, 20 something. So you got a 16-10 to add to that. Obviously, you're looking like you don't think that's going to make it up there.
No.
No. All right. Well, thanks for coming out fishing Wild West, buddy.
Thank you very much.
It's good to see you, man.
You did a great job.
See you, Tom. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Next up, we've got Mr. Jeff Bicker, and Joe Bicker. He's fishing with Mike Gordon. Not Jeff, I'm sorry. His brother fishes with another guy in the circuit. How's it going, Joe?
It's going good. Tough fishing, but we scrambled the limit up.
What'd you have yesterday?
18 something.
You had 18 something yesterday. And today it looks like you're just above that. You're looking at 1903. You think that's going to make the top 10?
I hope so. I think it will.
Good job, Joe. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
Way to go. You got that. Take that right there. Good job, buddy. Sorry, man. Next up, Mr. Miles Kaneko fishes with his dad, Josh. Oh, right inside here, buddy. How'd you guys do yesterday?
We only had 10 pounds. Today we definitely had a much better day. Managed to catch 7 fish.
Well, you got 12:47 today to add to that. Probably not going to make your top 10, but you know, that was a heck of a showing.
Yeah, I was definitely not going to make top 10, but we had a much better day today than we did yesterday.
Well, it's always about getting better, isn't it?
Yep.
Excellent. Well, congratulations, Miles. Good job, buddy. Dun, dun, dun. All right, bud. How you doing today?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Not too bad?
Better than yesterday, but still a struggle.
Still struggled?
Lots of key fish.
Why? That seems to be a revolving story here.
Smallmouth, man.
The smallmouth bit? You're on the smallmouth bite. Well, you got 10-18 to add to yesterday.
Awesome.
All right, bud. Well, thanks for
Fun
coming out
times.
fishing Wild West.
Glad to be here.
All right, man.
Thank you.
They're going to give it to you around the corner. Okay, I'll just let them take pictures over at the tub. All right, excellent. Mr. Richard Leal, how are you, sir?
All right, how's it going, Jason?
All right. Well, how'd you guys do yesterday?
We had like 13 and a half yesterday. Today was a lot tougher for us. We only had one fish at 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock, you had one fish.
And we actually caught our final fish, or we ended up with 6. We lost one in a couple minutes right at the end.
Well, Rich, it's always good to have you here. You got 11:22 to add to yesterday's weight.
All right, great.
All right. Thanks for coming out and fishing, buddy.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely. Mr. Darren Avalos, fishing with his brother James Avalos. It is not Chad Dibble like yesterday. How's it going, buddy?
Today was pretty brutal.
Brutal day today?
We managed out to catch a few, but at like 1 o'clock we had 3 fish. And the last like 45 minutes we ended up catching 6. So.
Really?
Yeah.
You ended up with 12:37 to add to yesterday's weight.
Yeah. Not what we're looking for, but it is what it is.
All right, well, thanks for coming out and fishing with us, buddy. Good job. Next up, Mr. Ryan Friend, fishing with John McClellan. I don't know what you had yesterday. What did you have yesterday, Ryan?
We won't talk about that.
We won't talk about what you had yesterday. Well, let's talk about what you had today, because you got 1579 today.
It was a better day today.
Today was a much better day?
We had a good time out there today.
Right on. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you fishing Wild West. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Right down through there. They will take care of you off of the stage. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Hello, sir. Right inside there. Thank you. How was your day today?
Tough.
Tough day today?
Been tough the last 2 days.
2 days straight of toughness.
We were somewhat on them in practice, and then they disappeared, and I think we kind of figured them out again this afternoon, and just didn't have enough time.
Well, we're going to add 920 to your weight from yesterday. And,
Brutal.
but you know what? Thanks for coming out and fishing the Wild West.
Right on.
Thanks, buddy. Good to see you. Mr. Danny Wilder.
What's happening?
You folded that bag up mighty small, sir.
I did? Yeah, it's
You
pretty
did.
small. It's pretty pathetic.
You had a rough day
It was a rough day. Yeah. I'd rather been at church.
at church today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got 922 to add to what you had yesterday. So.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. It was appreciated all year. It was fun. We'll see you next year.
Well, thanks for coming out fishing, Danny. It's always good to see you, buddy. Oop, I don't know where the handles are. I want to dump all your fish out. Well, today we're going to be giving, we'll be paying out 11th place and down when we get done here. Well, you threw those things in there fast. You like one on the stage and off the stage.
As fast as I can. Tough again.
It was another tough day for you.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we all have days like that. We do understand.
We had a good time.
Well, thanks for coming out and fishing Wild West Bass Trail. You got 859 to add to what you had yesterday.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. I do not know the boat number, but the next person that's coming up here is Joseph Orozco fishing with Gary Souza. And we're going to weigh a big fish. Joe, did you catch that one?
Fortunately, Gary Souza.
Fortunately, Gary. You can't say unfortunately. Unfortunately, you didn't catch it, but fortunately,
Hey.
your team did.
Netted it though. We got it in the boat. We had one key bite today. Wish we could have had a few more, but that's fishing.
Well, it's a 512. That's going to put you in the top 5 for our big fish right now. So we're going to add it to your bag for yesterday. We're gonna let you hold it up here in just a minute after we weigh the fish. Let's put them all inside of there. You know what? Luckily, Gary caught that fish. So that's a
Luckily.
good thing. But I know Gary. He needs a good net man, so that's good.
Exactly.
Right on. Well, you got 1409 to add to yesterday's weight.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to have you hold this fish up real quick and get a picture of it right there. Go ahead, sir. It's right there on the front. Right on. Step forward on stage. Perfect, buddy. Excellent. Thanks, Joe. Put that thing back in here. Absolutely. Why don't you step right up front and look at that camera right there. He wants to say something to his sponsors real quick.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Wild West for putting on such a fun event and well organized. And I'd also like to thank my sponsor, Ion Solar. And so, thank you guys.
No problem, Jeff. Thanks for coming out and fishing with us, buddy. It's always a pleasure to have you. No problem. Take it easy. Oh, we got another one. Go ahead, set her inside of there. How you doing today?
Oh, it was a tough day, man.
Tough day? Well, you got a 582 sitting there.
Yeah, that started first 10 minutes, and then we were high-fiving. That was it.
10 minutes. I'm going to put it in the bag right there. Go ahead and open your bag. I'm going to set it inside there so we can add it with the rest of your fish. Yeah, that makes it a little bit tough when you can't add to that. What did you guys do yesterday?
We had 25 pounds.
You had 25 pounds yesterday.
Yeah.
This really has to hurt then. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, you have 761 to add to that. So thank you for coming out. And
Thanks for
fishing
having
Wild
us.
West Bass Trail,
Appreciate
buddy.
it.
All right, thank you. All righty, sir. Right inside there. How are you today?
Doing good.
Doing all right?
Yep. Wish we would do that better, but
Wish you
way to
would've
go
done better.
sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. 746. What we're going to add to what you had yesterday. What did you do yesterday?
We had 14 yesterday.
You had 14 yesterday?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks for coming out and fishing
Okay.
Wild West Bass Trail, bud.
Thank you.
So we're going to be giving away 11th through 20th place checks today. I think it's 20. It's somewhere right in that area. We're going to be paying out a total of almost $60,000 this weekend. So we'll pay the cash back tonight below top 10 place. So this afternoon when we get done, we will take care of that, and you'll be getting to see much more about that. Mr. Joe Henkel, Mr. Glenn Lockhart, are we going to weigh that big fish? Yeah, I would imagine so. Let's put it in there first. What's up, Joe? How are you doing?
Great.
You guys had a good day today. A 505 is going to be your fish. Whoop, go ahead and grab that, Glenn. 505 is your big fish. We'll put it in that other bag. What was your guys' weight yesterday?
1488.
1488 yesterday. That's a much better bag today.
Yeah, a little better.
Yep. You're going to add 1818 to that. So that's
Maybe.
pretty good. Think that's going to make your top 10?
I don't know.
I can't
Yeah.
tell you that. Unfortunately, I have no computer
it's
screen,
on the
as you can
bubble.
tell. All right, guys. Well, great job. Thanks for coming out and fishing Wild West Bass Trail. Thanks, buddy. Yep, right around the side. See you, Glenn. Thanks, man. Mr. Cassateri fishing with Mr. Birch. Rough day today?
Man, I'll tell you, it was a wide open bite this morning, and when it went, it went.
So you had a morning bite?
All morning.
A lot of guys are saying it was a 1 o'clock thing, so you had a morning thing going on.
We killed that spot. We caught 40 fish this morning by probably 10 o'clock, and we were done.
Really? Well, you have 1192 to add to yesterday. What did you have yesterday?
13.
13.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to get you in the top 10.
I don't
I'm
either.
Not, think it's going to get you a check, maybe?
Doubt it.
Doubt it.
Hey, it's all fun now. Thanks to everybody for coming out. Pal Rods especially for he takes super good care of Mike and I. So, and Coach Gary.
Well, thanks for coming out and
Guys,
fishing Wild West Bass Trail,
And
Ken. I
again,
appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks for making that announcement for the supporting officers for that.
Absolutely.
Next week, Clear Lake people. Next week.
Clear Lake, October 29th. We're going to do a benefit tournament. Mr. Dave Tincotti, how are you, sir?
Well,
doing all right?
Well, Jason, thank you for doing what you guys do. Today was kind of a tough day. Had a great time fishing. I just want to say I took the last 8 years off fishing. Have 2 girls and wanted to raise them, do the father thing right. So I did that. If there's an accomplishment, I came back fishing this year and qualified with the best fishermen, literally, of the West Coast. Wild West, no question, hands down, tracks the best fishermen on the West Coast. And to qualify in the 30s and to fish and do what I did, I got a victory. You know?
You should feel very proud of that.
But
It's
you guys do great. Jason,
I've known you for a long time, Dave, and
know.
you've mentored my daughter as well over the years, and I cannot thank you enough, and I understand you taking time for yours.
Yeah, God first, family second, and Wild West third.
That's a good order. Thanks, Dave. You had 1126 to add to yesterday's weight. Thanks, buddy. It's always a pleasure to see you. All right, man. Good to see you. Love you, buddy. Mr. Greg Gutierrez, go ahead and you have to set that bad boy in there.
Hey, you know, what an awesome lake it is. I mean, I love running the lake. It's new to me. I mean, I've only fished it a few times, but so many different things you can do here. It's just awesome.
Well, most of the time, you're out there catching them just as good as everybody else, no matter where we go. Unfortunately, you had some boat issues this time.
Yeah, I started off with a limp, and we just never could get our feet up underneath of us. We didn't go to places because we didn't start there yesterday, and so, you know, you just don't tip the apple cart when it's been kicked around a little bit.
Well, that's kind of a courtesy thing, and that's a good thing to do. That's
Absolutely.
awesome. And you've always played that game. So, yeah, 772 to add to yesterday's weight. Thanks for always coming out, Greg.
Thanks, man.
It's good to see you. Thanks, buddy. Go get you down there. Hello, sir.
How are you?
All right, right up inside the basket. That's a nice little bag of fish. How'd you do yesterday?
Besides leaving my 7th fish in the boat yesterday, it was not a bad day.
It was not a bad day other than forgetting one.
Yeah.
But you know what? Every once in a while you do that. I'll bet you never do it again.
No, it's funny because I was talking to Greg yesterday, and he goes, "Hell, I just did that." And he goes, "But I'm blaming it on my age." So I just turned 50, so I guess I can too.
You get to blame that on age. Well, you're going to add 1637 to what you had yesterday.
Sweet. Yeah. If
All
we
right.
would have had that fish we needed yesterday, I think we would have been at least check range.
Well, thank you very much for coming out and supporting Wild West. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Great show.
Thank you. Mr. Archie Steele coming up next. How you doing, sir?
Good. Grounded out again today, so looks like we're right about the same. So
What'd you have yesterday?
1610.
1610. Well, you got 1644, so you bested it.
I'll take it. I'll take it for right now. I don't know what the weights are coming in the last flight, so it's
That's
just a matter
going
of
to be
waiting
really
to see,
close.
so.
These with the bite coming on later in the day. These guys are talking about that.
The
could
bag
be tough.
coming in behind me. We had 1610. They had 1611.
They had
So
1611.
we had 1610.
So you got to hope they don't have 1620.
I don't know. They're a little above us.
All right, buddy. Well, you're hanging in there right now, and we'll see how it goes for the end of the day. Thanks, Archie. Good to see you. Next up, Mr. Jason Borofka, Mrs. Tara Borofka, fishing with us today. How's it going here? I'm going to let you guys hold that. Come on, hold it up.
All right.
So you had 16-something yesterday.
Yeah.
And today you're going to best that with 1730, so Archie didn't want to see that. How'd you guys do?
We had a blast today. You know, he got a lot more fish today, and I got to give it to my wife. I mean, there was a point probably around 1 where every fish in the boat was hers, which, you know, that happens.
That's why it's called team fishing, though, right?
That's why it's called team fishing.
That's
So
this is not a pro-am
yeah.
where you're fishing for your own.
So much better to be his team partner than at a pro-am.
Yeah, you don't want to fish against him out of the back of the boat. I had back there. They got it back there. I already gave them the weight that you had.
So yeah, we just had a great day. We mainly dragged some jigs out deep, little jigs with some Yamamoto trailers, and just connected with the right fish. Didn't really have anything come off really. I mean, we had one, but it probably didn't really matter. But we thought we had the big one on. Ended up being about a 15-pound catfish.
Oh man, that'll get your
on the
heart
reel
going.
up too. It plowed it
Was
right
the
when she
camera
hooked
boat on
one.
you today when that happened?
No, but we did catch some of these fish on camera. It was pretty fun.
Good. Well, hey, congratulations. Thank you guys. It's always great to see you. You got to get a couple of these fish out and step up on the side of the stage there and get you guys a picture with some of these fish real quick. Right there. They're going to step right there. There you go, just right up there on the front. There you go in the sun. Excellent. Great job. Team Borofka getting it done. Excellent job, guys. Thanks, Jake. Good job, Tara.
Thank you.
Good luck. Hopefully you guys make the top 10. It was good seeing you. Bye. See you. Next up, Mr. Preston Henson. That's a nice looking bag, Preston.
Yeah, we did a little better today.
Did better? What did you do yesterday?
Not very good. Almost 15.
Almost 15 yesterday, but I'll tell you what, 19-12 today to add to that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You got to take that?
Yeah, especially after only catching 3 fish and pre-fish. I'll take the 2 days I had.
After a bad pre-fish, you can have a good tournament. That's a good thing.
Exactly. We just went fishing and stumbled on something.
Well, congratulations. Good job, buddy. Hopefully I'll get you in there for tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, bud. Next up, Mr. Obadi Williams. Yeeta D. Yeeta D. Step forward, bud, so she can get a picture in the sunlight. There you go. That's a nice fish, bud. We're going to weigh your big fish. I don't know if that's going to be in the top 5, but that's a nice fish. I think top 5 is right at 5 pounds now, but that's a 448. 448. We'll put that in there with the rest of them. Nice bag of fish though today.
Yeah, not bad, man. We missed 2 that definitely would have put us where we needed to be, but you know, that's fishing.
That is definitely fishing. How'd you do yesterday?
Yesterday we had 16 something.
16 something. Well, today you bested that with 1781.
All right. I like that.
Adding to it. I don't know if it's going to get you in the top 10, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be really close, probably in check range.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You know, we'll see where it lands. I'll kick my feet up with everybody else and watch the festivities.
Right on, buddy. Well, congratulations. Hopefully you make that top 10. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Odie. Good seeing you, buddy. Next up, the voice of Wild West Bass Trail, Mr. Craig Gottwalls. He's fishing today. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Set it right inside. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well, Jason. Thank you much, man. We had a great time. It's a beautiful lake, wonderful staff. Wild West Bass has the best staff, the best MCs, the best hosts in the business, right, Tony?
The best MC was out fishing today, and I got stuck doing the pre-show with Gary. We had 1489 to add to yesterday. Yesterday you were in the top 10.
1910 yesterday.
With 1910 yesterday. I don't know if that's going to keep you up there. It's going to be real close.
I don't think it is. It's going to be close. Either way, we had a great time. Beautiful lake you guys got. We had a lot of fun, man. It was awesome.
Well, Tony,
it was
it's
fun to get to fish.
It's always great seeing you, Craig. I can't
Thank
wait
you,
for you
Jason.
to take your job back from me, sir.
Thank you,
Thanks for coming out and fishing, guys. They'll get you taken care of down there. Mr. Jerry Fournier, how are you doing, Mr. Kanemoto?
I'm doing a lot better now than at about 1:30.
1:30, what?
We had 3 fish for 3 pounds at 1:45.
At 1:45, and then you
Yep.
finally woke Jerry up and made him do something?
That is correct.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to add 1856 to what you had yesterday. What did you have yesterday?
1647.
1640. That's a great bag of fish. That's going to put you guys really close up there.
I think so.
I'm not sure. We'll have to see if maybe. Right now you're in 5th place, but there's a lot of people weighing behind you as well, and we'll see how it goes. You guys are doing a good job right now. Good job. Congratulations. Jerry, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Great job. Way to come back. Mr. Doug Jones, sit right up inside there fishing with Mr. Doug McKay. How's it going, buddy?
A lot better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday?
Yeah,
what did you guys do yesterday?
7.5 pounds for 3 fish.
Ow.
Ouch.
Just
Yeah.
couldn't make it, because I'll tell you what, if you'd had a decent bag, you got 1790 today.
All right.
To add to that. That's a great way to at least go out on the second day.
Absolutely. Get rid of the pouting from yesterday and have a good time today.
And you know what? Now all you do is just prepare for next season.
That's it.
Right on.
Absolutely.
Doug, it's always a pleasure seeing you, buddy. Here you go, man. Take that. Nope, this way right here. I'll get you taken care of around the corner over there. Mr. Matt Saavedra fishing with the Orange Ninja, Mr. Alamassi over there with his little stuff still on. He doesn't want people to see his face. What's up, Matt?
Oh, brother, we had a grind today.
A grind?
Yeah, we were one of the ones that couldn't get it going in the afternoon, and we couldn't get it going this morning either. Our spot really, I don't know what happened. The fish are still there, still on the graph, but
they're still on the graph, just couldn't get them.
Couldn't get them to go, and it took us till 20 minutes before weigh-in before we finally got our limit. Really? So, yeah. And
so yesterday, what did you guys have yesterday?
We had almost 19. We had 1884.
18 something?
And this is
1324 you're adding to that.
I know. I'm hoping for a check, but some guys got them today. So congrats
I'm sure
to
that's
them.
probably going to be in check range. I don't think it's going to be top 10, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, we left the door open. We grounded out. And,
well, thanks for coming fishing Wild West, Matt. It's always a pleasure to see you and Charlie. Thanks, guys. You get you take these right there, and they'll get you taken care of down there. Thanks, guys. See you, buddy. Next up, Mr. Paul Ford, fishing with Mr. Brent Klein. Brent hurt his back yesterday, so he made you carry the bag up again.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
You're just here so
I'm
you
just
won't
here
get
so
what?
I won't get fined.
You won't get fined?
By Brent.
By Brent?
Yeah.
But how's he going to fine you?
I don't know. He'll find a way.
He'll figure out a way to make you pay?
Yeah.
Well, you guys got 12 pounds to add to what you had yesterday. So
Great.
It's always a pleasure seeing you, Paul.
You too, Jason.
Thanks, buddy. See you next season, all right? They're going to take care of you right around back, buddy. Okay, we got a pretty big one coming up. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be changing over our new big fish right about now. That is a beautiful bass.
Yeah, we only had 7 today. It was a grind. We didn't have
We didn't have 7 of those.
Yeah, no. We didn't have a limit till about 240. So
how about a 969 big fish?
We'll take it.
What did you guys have yesterday? What was your weight yesterday?
1670 something. So.
Wow. 1668. We're going to add that to this bag right there. Unfortunately, hopefully it doesn't eat the rest of those that are in that bag. Whoop, let me get that bag out of there. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't give you that weight. I'm sure you would. Most people say that same exact thing.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to add 1822 to what you had yesterday. Probably going to put you in check range.
Sweet. We'll take it.
All right, buddy. Well,
thank you guys so much.
Thanks for coming out and fishing Wild West. And they're going to want to get, oh, they already got your picture with the fish, so we're set. All right, they'll get you down back side. Thanks. I believe this is another one of our top 10 teams coming up here right now because I saw him sitting around the trailer pretty late last night. How'd you guys do yesterday?
We had 2047 yesterday, so we slipped a little bit today. Hopefully we can fish tomorrow. There's big fish all over this lake, so with only 10 boats on the lake, you'll be able to run around and fish wherever you want and hopefully run into one of those giants that are out there.
This is probably going to keep you really close in there. At 1551 is what you're going to add to what you had yesterday. That might make the top 10.
Yeah, we'll hang out and see. Hope to be fishing tomorrow. You guys put on a great show. Thanks for everything, and we'll be back again next year for sure.
Right on. Well, hopefully we'll get to see you tomorrow. We'll get those fish back in that bag because they're trying to jump out right now. Aaron Agner and Jason Milligan. See you guys later, man. It's good to see you guys. Thanks, buddy. Mr. Bicker, how are you? Mr. Jeff Bicker. How'd you guys do yesterday?
We had 1777. A lot of fish. Fish just got smaller.
Fish just got a little smaller. Not a lot smaller. You got 1675 to add to it.
Not bad. It's going to be close.
1675 is going to cut it really close. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Unfortunately, I don't have a computer screen to add up all the weights, and my math isn't that fast.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Tons of fish.
Awesome. Well, Jeff, it's always a pleasure to see you, sir. Give me these fish. Come on this side right here. I'll get you taken care of around back. Thanks, buddy. The next team that's getting ready to come up are our current, they're leading our Angler of the Year points, I believe, Tom and Shane Pearson. Did you guys make the top 10 yesterday? You were in the top 10. You got a heck of a bag going again today, it looks like. What did you have yesterday?
Oh, there we go. We had, what was it? 1947.
You had 19 yesterday. You've almost got that again today with 1875. That's going to keep you up there.
Yeah, it was a fun day. We caught a lot of fish and just called up throughout the day. It got slow at times, but it was still stayed pretty consistent.
Well, right now you guys are sitting in third place. I don't know how many more boats we have to weigh in, but that's a pretty good odds for staying up there in that top 10.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? It's been a pleasure to watch you and your dad fish this year. You guys have had a pretty solid year, not just in the Wild West, but in other circuits as well. So
yeah, it's been an awesome year for both of us. An awesome couple years, you know.
That's great. Well, congratulations, guys. We'll see how this plays out.
Thank you.
It's good to see you, Tom. Thank you, sir. They'll get you taken care of right around the backside down here. Next up, Mr. Alex Klein, fishing with his dad, Steve. We're going to weigh a big fish. He's going to step right up there into the camera and show them you know big fish. You just want to weigh because you got to know.
Yeah, but Dad's fish.
That's Dad's fish. Dad, if I'd make him carry it up here.
I know, right?
Well, it's 403 is what it's going to go for your big one. For your dad's big one, but you know what? You're a team, so it does not matter. I think you're going to have to start driving your boat, though. Yeah. Alex, well, how was your day?
Today's a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday we only had 7 pounds, and today we got mad at him and got about 18 pounds a day. We totally switched it up and just went and had fun. Had a good time with Dad.
Well, you're going to have 1878 added to what you had yesterday. Do you think that'll get you in the check range?
I don't think so. I wish we would have called an audible earlier yesterday.
Called an audible and started?
Yeah, and did this. But
well, it's always
it was
a pleasure,
fun.
Alex. You know what?
Thanks, Jason.
You're getting better and better every year, buddy. It's a pleasure to watch you.
Thanks, Jason.
Good to see you, man. They'll get you on the backside. Yep. Well, sir.
Oh, another tough day, but we had fun out here. We've had fun all year. You know, we appreciate Wild West putting this on. The team events are just a good way to get out, have some fun, and see where we end up.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you're competing against some pretty stiff teams.
Oh, yeah.
You being one of them.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely got the cream of the crop out here as far as team tournaments go, and I always have a great time.
Right on. What kind of difference is there between the pro-ams and the teams for you, mentally?
The team tournaments, it's kind of just lighter mood, you know. I can go out there and have fun. Pro-ams I definitely do take a little more seriously, but I take these seriously as well. But these definitely have a lighter side to them, which I really enjoy.
Right on. Well, we're going to add 1556 to what you had yesterday, so.
I'll take it.
Think we'll keep you up there? All right, buddy. It's always a pleasure to see you.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, Mr. Alex Tran fishing with VJ Mahorta. We're going to take, you know what? Not this one yet. Why don't you step right up to the camera and let him take a with that fish right around the corner there. Step up. There you go, Alex. Yep, she needs you out in the sunlight. We're going to weigh your big one first.
All right.
Well, Alex, how'd you do that?
I got that one on a drop shot. I saw it on the graph, dropped on his head, and next you know, it was just hang on.
Right on. Well, it's 396. Let's grab that fish real quick out of there. We'll put it in the bag, and then we'll weigh it with the rest of them.
I appreciate that.
All right, let's get this here. Set it in. You know what? They didn't detail your car, but because of the parking job we had yesterday, we decided to go clean the windows off for you.
Oh, thank you guys. I thought they were going to give me a car wash.
Well, we actually told you to park that way, so it's kind of our fault. So we're going to add 993 to what you had yesterday.
Thank you. We appreciate it, you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Can't wait to go fish with you guys next year in the Pro-Am in the Wild West. If you guys are looking to do a great circuit, come out and support the Gary
I don't think I've ever seen you with a frown on your face. I think somebody'd have to give you an actual ticket on your window of your truck.
It'll be all right. I'll just pay it off. You know, life's too short. You got to live it and enjoy it, you know.
Well, Alex, great attitude to have, buddy. It's always a pleasure to see you, man.
You guys take care.
All right,
Always
man.
good to see you.
Good to see you, buddy. Mr. Van Cleef, Mr. Hurtado, coming next. How are you, Chris?
Okay.
You're just all right?
Better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday, because yesterday you did not have the look on the face yesterday.
We lost a few fish, and I think that hurt us pretty good.
Did it? Well, we're going to add 1445 to what you had yesterday. Is that going to get you in check or no?
No.
Not this time?
Nope.
Well,
Still had a great season, though. This is a great organization. We need more teams out here. You know, bigger payouts for all of us.
Yeah, you know what? I think we averaged about 158 or 160 right there for all 4 events this year, which is pretty incredible. So
Great standard to start
it's
with.
because you guys coming out here and supporting us. So we'll keep doing it for you. It's great to see you, Chris. Thank you, sir. It's good seeing you guys. I'm going to give you that right there. They'll get you taken care of right down there. Okay. Mr. Clevey, sir, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right. So that wasn't the bag I'm sure you were looking for.
No, it wasn't. Actually, I was really excited because we had a great flip and bite going. We had 6s, 5s, 4s.
When that
and
sun
it
comes
just
out
all
the way it was, it
disappeared.
just died?
No. That's what sunny conditions.
With sunny conditions?
Yeah.
Because it was slick and sunny for 2 days.
Well,
It just went away, huh?
We had kind of a special spot, I found.
Yeah. Well, you're going to add 585 to what you had yesterday, sir, and it's always a pleasure to see you out here fishing with Wild West. So
Same here.
Thank
Thanks
you
a
for
lot.
coming out and fishing with us, sir. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are going to take a slight break, and we'll be back with their top 10 for our tomorrow that are going to be coming back to compete, and we'll do our payouts for 11th through the last place team, and then we will get on the top 10 and let everybody know who's there. Thank you very much for watching the Wild West Bass Trail, and we'll see you soon.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products. because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Welcome back to the Wild West Bass Trail California Team Championship here on Lake Berryessa at Pleasure Cove Marina. For Jason Boubier and Gary Dobbins, I got my job back. I did not catch enough fish, so I get to do the rest of this. I'm Craig Gottwalls. So we're going to go through our top 10 right now. Actually, we're going to go through our top 11. Honorable mention in 11th place. He disappeared. Tony Franceschi and yours truly, Craig Gottwalls. We had a great time. It was fun. But let's do the real top 10 now. Obadi was almost late, so I almost got to be in the top 10. All right, 10th place. They fished near us this morning. I know where you were. Obadi Williams and Clint Gronwall. Come on up here, gentlemen. 10th place. Right over here. Nicely done, guys. 9th place, we got a couple anglers coming in with 34, 52 on the weekend. Martin and Bitker, come on up here, guys. Eighth place, Jordy and Contos, come on up, gents. Seventh place, Thomas Kanemoto and Jerry Fournier. Come on up, guys. Great tournament. Great tournament. Sixth place, the last team that's going to be up here with me, Aaron Agner and Jason Milligan. Come on up, guys. And in fifth place, gosh darn it, these guys might win this thing 2 years in a row. Fifth place coming right down here, Manny and Brazil. Guys, we're not on Clear Lake. What up? Why don't you be 11th and let me fish tomorrow? Fourth place, Gordon and Bitker. Come on up, guys. Third place, these two have been having an absolutely phenomenal year. Clear Lake, Folsom, everywhere they go. We've got both of the Pearsons, Shane and Tom Pearson. Come on up, gentlemen. Our second place team is a surprise to nobody. They know this lake. They know Clear Lake. They always do well up here. John Pearl and Mr. Bruggeman. Ronald Bruggeman. Coming into tomorrow in first place with 47-27, German and Nick Nero. Guys, this is the Wild West Bass Trail. We'll be right back here tomorrow with our top 10. Gary and I will be doing interviews on the water, a pregame show. Jason will be handling the weigh-in. We will see you tomorrow.